I believe we are live. Just give me a moment or two and I'll make sure everything is working fine and we'll get started. Okay. Those of you who are watching this live, if you can hear me and see me fine, then please enter a little yes in the comment box on the right hand side. So I can see that you are hearing me fine. So I think everything seems to be working fine and everything is in order. So hello and a very warm welcome to you. My name is Ozair and welcome to today's YouTube live stream. These sessions are mostly on Google Ads and digital marketing. These are fairly informal. You can join in for free, ask any questions you may have, share any of your experiences over here, and just have a bit of an informal session and learning to help you improve your knowledge, expertise, and know-how. I get requested quite often what people want to hear me teach. So if you have any specific questions or ideas or topics you want me to cover, then please pencil them in the comment box or in the on an email to me, and I'll do my best to cover them for you. So thank you, Abdullah TV, Smarty Techies, brilliant. Hello. Okay, so today is the 6th of July and first week of first day of the week. Hope you had a pleasant and an enjoyable weekend, and now we're all back to work. It's a beautiful day in the UK today, not too hot, nice and sunny, so that's how we like it. Okay, so today I'm going to cover keyword research and ad groups. I had a lot of comments and emails on how to set them up properly, and specifically certain industries and niches where people want me to cover these topics. So I'm going to go through setting up a set of keywords for roofing contractors today and see how we group these keywords together and create very specific ad groups which will be super relevant for your ads. If you have any questions, please enter them in the comment box. I can see Sai Sundar has sent a few and I'll cover them towards the end before we log off. So let's get started without further ado. I'm going to go into Google Ads and in the keyword planner. The topic is roofing contractors. I've tapped it in here, got a long list. What I tend to do is to sort them out by the average monthly searches so I can see which are the most popular searches. So roofer, roofers near me, slate roofer, flat roofers, roof repair near me. So you can see in the top 5, the near me is are 2 of them, and you'll find a lot of people are searching near me, you know, things like restaurant near me, hairdressers near me. And for these ads, especially for local serviced business ads, you must have your Google My Business page set up and linked to your Google Ads account, because that's how Google will know that you are Google Ads will know that you are the local business, because your account is linked to a Google My Business page. Now you can have multiple locations as well, but that's completely a separate matter. But if you're just in one place, one location, it's a no-brainer. It'll take 2 seconds literally to link your Google My Business to your Google Ads account. I can see all of these keywords. There are quite a few different ones as well, and a rough idea as to what sort of bids we are looking at. Some of them are a bit more expensive compared to some other ones. Now this one, Alpine Roofer, is a brand brand term. That's why it's a bit less compared to the 24-hour emergency roof repair near me. Emergency roofers, okay. Let's see if there are any. This one looks like a Richmond is a name of a area over here, so it could be people in this area searching for a roofer, or it may be a brand campaign, a brand name. I'm just looking at, see if I can find another brand. Elite Roofing and A1 Roofers. Now the reason why they are so cheap is because not many advertisers are bidding on them. So if you can set up a campaign just targeting your competitors, then I would certainly give it a try and see what happens. If it's wasting a lot of budget and you're getting clicks but no conversions, then yeah, switch them off. But it's worth giving it a go. And this is kind of like, you know, money on the table. If these companies are not bidding on their own brand, then when somebody puts in A1 Roofers, your ad will come above theirs, and that's what you want to do, is to hog the top real estate of the Google page. And the same thing will apply for your own brand. Put your brand campaigns up. It costs a lot less compared to the non-branded search terms. It is a no-brainer. I would highly recommend that every business set up a brand campaign. Let's have a look. Commercial roofers, £7. Okay. Then on the right hand side, you have all these refined keywords section, where you can see that what I refer to as brand terms. Google can see Ross, don't know why it's a single word, but A1 Roofing. These are not very relevant, so you need to sort them out. Elite Roofing looks like a brand, Fenton Roofing, Hamilton Roofing, but the ones for general roofing or best quality roofing, these are non-branded. So you just need to sort these out and see what's happening over here. But what I find very interesting is, where is that in there? The service. Now I can see what kind of and types of services are within this roofing contractors niche. Roof repair, roof installation, commercial roofing, residential, industrial. Others obviously we don't want to do. So I can have a different ad group for each one of these, and then have super relevant ads for each one of these ad groups. Let's have a look. Material, metal roofing, flat, slate, tile. That's also a really good set of ad groups. So we need to sort all of these out, and we'll do that in a second. Then you have the city, but there are not that many cities being shown over here in the UK. I'm not sure why. And under the others section, there is nothing going on. So I've got some really good ideas for the material and the services, as well as the brand campaigns. Okay, I'm going to move this on my other screen. And I go into my Google Sheets now. To download this Google Sheets, there's a link in the comment below. You can do that afterwards, but please don't request for access. You need to go to File and make a copy, and then copy it to your Google Drive, and then you can use it. All right. and you can download it for free. There's no charge for it. Now, to save time, I have downloaded those set of keywords from Google Ads and imported them over here by going into File and Import. Fairly straightforward, nothing complicated over here. And now I'm going to keep get that list of our, first of all, the service ones. So it was roof repair, roof installation, commercial roofing. So what this spreadsheet will do, it will scan all of these keywords. I don't know how many they are. Let's have a look. 533 odd keywords. And whatever I put in this pink cell is going to search them here and put them over here. And it doesn't matter in which order these two words are, as long as they are on that phrase, it will put them here. So we've got roof repair, roof repair, roof repair, roof repair, roof repair, and so on. Commercial roofing is there, roofing contractors, commercial roofing, commercial roofing contractors near me. So people are searching for that. Not many are searching for roof installation, so I can have a look at it and probably not go after that keyword, because we may not have many searches being made for that. Residential roofing, industrial roofing. Then I'm gonna go on that materials. So metal, flat, slate. Okay. I also tend to avoid single word keywords because single word is too broad. I want at least two or more. Metal roofing, flat roofing, slate roofing, tile roofing. Now what you also don't want to do is to have literally dozens and dozens of ad groups. Go after the most important ones, or the ones where you have got quite a lot of searches being made, and then start with these handful of ad groups. Once you start to get traffic to your website and some data in your Google Ads account, then you can keep on adding more search terms to your campaigns. So now I've got quite a good selection of ad groups. One, probably if I was you, won't go after that one. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and probably stop it after a little while. But I can see over here slate roofer. People are also calling roof repair as roofers, which I wasn't aware of, so I'm going to put that in, as well as flat roofers. There's quite a lot of searches. And you see over here you've got metal roofers, because over, where is it, metal roofing is different to metal roofers, so that's why that metal roofers is not in this column H. Now what I would do is, when I've sorted out all my ad groups like I have done right over here, first up in headline 1 I will have that keyword. So industrial roofing contractors as H1, metal roofing contractors, and so on. Now let's have a look at column C. Now you see I've got quite a lot of keywords in here, almost 100. But the way this ad group is organized, even if I write just one ad, it is going to apply to pretty much all of these keywords, because these two words, roof and repair, are present in each one of these keywords. So if I have my headline one as, let's say, roof repair experts, or roof repair near me, or emergency roof repair, I can split test maybe 2 or 3 ads. Headline one as roof repair near me, headline or add 2, headline 1 as emergency roof repair or local roof repair, and obviously you will have the headline 2, H3, description 1, description 2. That's you're going to put it anyway. But to split test on headline 1, you could have all of these and see which one is getting you the most clicks. But all of these, no matter how many they are, it will be super relevant, and there will not be a single keyword which will be out of place in here in this ad group, because that cranberry roof repair we've got in the headline, Redolph roof repair, residential roof repair near me, roof repair, all of these roof repairs are in here. So this is how quickly and easily and quite effectively you can create your ad groups and make super relevant ads for your campaign. So I hope this was clear to everybody. If you have any questions regarding this, then please ping it in the comment box, and now I'm going to go to the chat because I saw a few questions which were put up before. Okay, Sai Sundar, please explain what is portfolio bid strategy and seasonal adjustments. I'm going to do a video on that. So what portfolio bid strategy means is it's a group of bid strategies. So of all the 5 smart bids, target ROAS, target CPA, maximize clicks, maximize conversions, and what's the last one? Maximize conversion value. If you haven't got enough conversion data and you need to go to automated bidding, then what you can do is select this portfolio bids. So it will not just, Google will not only look at one campaign, it's going to look at a group of campaigns or pretty much your whole account, and then work at, no matter if you're using, let's say in one campaign you're using manual bidding, or sorry, smart target CPA or target maximize clicks or maximize conversions. It's going to look at the overall group of campaigns, what's been running, how many conversions have we got in each, and then it's going to start bidding for getting you those conversions. So it's a great way to start smart campaigns if you've got very few conversions and you would like to get started with smart bidding. Please explain drafts and experiments. So let's say you're running a campaign and you want to see what is going to happen if I change my campaign settings or bid strategy or whatever you want to do, i.e., as it says, experiments. So you can create a draft. It will, so you kind of like mirroring your whole campaign and then making the changes in your drafts, but it's not going to put that into effect into the whole campaign. Once you've done it, then you run the experiment, and you can say, okay, I want to run this experiment on 20% of the traffic which is coming through to this campaign. So you're not allocating the whole, because then there's no point in doing an experiment. You're just changing your whole bidding strategy, and then let it run. Now, to run these experiments, you need to give Google a fair amount of time, and I would say run it for at least 4 weeks and then see what happens to that experiment. If it has improved your performance of that campaign or in that experiment, then you can adjust the campaign accordingly. If it hasn't, then you can stop the experiment and go back to your normal, your existing campaign setting. Okay, the next question is about performance targets. So this is where you want to set up a goal for your performance, and Google is going to see whether it will be achievable or not, and you're heading in that right direction or not. So you set up your campaign performance targets or goals, whatever it may be, then it's going to show you how it is performing or not performing. Okay, but I will do a video on drafts and experiments and the portfolio a bit soon. Praveen Kumar, okay. Can you please help me in solving my Google Ads expansion issue for home appliance repair service website? I'm facing this problem since 6 months. How to get rid of this suspension? You can't, because most of the repair type of businesses Google had stopped running ads for. So whether you are doing IT repair, mobile repair, appliance repair, and a lot of these, pretty much any kind of repair and services, they have stopped. There's nothing anyone can do about it unless Google changes their policy. Now, I had heard that due to this COVID situation, they were allowing certain categories or repair categories to run. You need to go to the Google support center and find out whether your campaigns can run or not. But unfortunately, you can't run them. Okay, hi Adam. How do you avoid going over a client's monthly budget, since Google can charge you more than your daily budget and you can't set a monthly budget? Yes, you will get overspend on a daily basis, but the overall budget will not, Google will not overspend. If they do, then you will not be charged for. I believe it is the budget divided by 30.4. That's the formula they use. And if it goes over, then you will not be charged for. So on some days, especially when you are running target CPA or target ROAS, where it can go out and get some more conversions, then you want that to happen. Now, with budget, what you need to work out with your client is, if you are getting them results, they are getting leads or sales, why would they want to limit their budget? That is the first question. So we always have this conversation with our clients that if you are getting your leads at that cost per conversion or around that number, or you are getting that sales at the target ROAS, would you want me to scale up your campaigns or not? And 99 out of 100 times they will say, yes, I want to scale my campaigns, and this is how you do this. You get that campaign to break-even point as quickly as possible, and then into profitability and as much as possible. And then the budget pretty much should not come into the equation at all, because it's kind of like you're giving £1 or dollar to Google and Google is giving back 4, but after spending £10, you're saying, stop Google, don't give me more money. Doesn't make sense. So you need to educate the client in that respect, and once they understand, it is kind of like nerve-wracking for a lot of these, especially the small businesses, where they might think, oh, Google is going to blow away my budget and take all the money from me. Well, you will be making a lot more money if you are generating leads. You're getting the leads, and if you don't convert the leads, that's a different matter. But the job for me and you is to get those conversions, and then the client's job or the ball is in their court to convert those leads into sales. And if that cycle is happening seamlessly, then the clients will want to scale, unless they can't cope up and they can't serve those leads. Sandy Entertainments: how to select keywords based on search volume and average CPC. Well, I've just shown you how to select those keywords. I just throw everything in here, see which ones are relevant. And obviously, I've said earlier in my other videos as well, from this long list of keywords, you can also see a lot of negative keywords. If you are not doing, let's say, metal roofing, then you put metal as a negative. Or if you don't do flat, then you put flat as your negative keywords. But this list is going to give you a really good idea as to what you can bid for and what you want to put them as your in your negative list. Okay. Sandy Entertainments: is there any tool better than search term report? Not really. You are getting the results from Google directly. All the other tools take the data from Google. So if you want to pay a third-party app, it really doesn't make sense for me to pay someone, because all they're doing is taking that data from Google. So I just tend to keep things very simple. Go in your Google dashboard and look out for those keywords and the search term queries, and you can't go wrong. You don't want to be overcomplicating stuff. We already have enough on our plate. Keep things simple and let it run. Okay. Sandy Entertainments: on your next video, please make videos on how to stream live in YouTube. I was going to do that. In fact, I have one of your other requests, which was, I believe, about sales funnel. So that is also coming through, and I will make a little video as to my setup over here. I've got 3 screens over here and a laptop, so I can keep an eye on what's happening and what's going right and what's going wrong. But for live streaming on YouTube, there is a barrier to entry, which is you need to have a minimum of 1,000 subscribers. If you want to start live streaming on YouTube, this is your incentive, is to reach that 1,000 subscribers as quickly as possible, and then you can do what I'm doing over here. Okay, Adam, you're welcome. What ad type mix would you recommend for a roofing contractor? Well, you will have what you call it, just going to switch this off, otherwise it will keep pinging in. I usually tend to have 2 extended text ads and 1 responsive search ad in each ad group. So that would be the first one. It's a text ads campaign. Then I would definitely go for a call only campaign, because call ads are a little bit different the way I set them up compared to the text ads. Another one which I would also run and test is the DSA, dynamic search ads. They also work wonderfully well. And depending on how much budget you have, obviously you must do a remarketing campaign, because this kind of, unless this is a emergency where you need somebody right now, people will search and then decide and convert. So it won't be an impulse purchase or a buy. So I would definitely have a remarketing campaign going on. Another one which you can also do is create a custom intent audience of all your competitors, and then run ads on the Google display network. You got to hit them from everywhere. You know, to win a war, I've said this on to many people and on quite a few occasions. To win a war, you need to attack from everywhere: land, air, and sea. You can't just, you know, go in with your bombers, throw a few bombs, and come back. You never win that way. You need to attack everywhere, and I think this kind of strategy where you got text ads, display ads. I haven't even talked about video. You know, you can also do a custom intent audience for YouTube. So when somebody goes to YouTube to watch their football or golfing videos or cooking or whatever, your ad potentially pops up because they have been to your competitor's website and we are targeting them through there. So you need to have a variety of campaigns going on, and this is why sometimes you need a bit more budget. You can't just have a very limited budget and just expect instant results. It is challenging because the path to a conversion is fairly complicated. Your customers are going to go to you, to there, over here, Facebook, Instagram, you know, blogs, forums, all sorts of places, asking people for recommendations and tips and how to book who's the best plumber or the roofer in the local areas. And this is where you need to hit them with your ads at every opportunity. Sandy Entertainments, you are asking, or for organic foods also same thing. Well, pretty much for every kind of campaign, you know, the base structure is the same. You have your branded campaigns, you have your non-branded, you have your remarketing, your display, and video if you have got video. And then you can see I mean, your customers are going to love it because they will see that you are doing a lot of work and you are getting their name out there pretty much on every channel and platform. Okay, Sandy, you're asking, can I please say about engage post in YouTube or FB? I'm not sure what your comment is about engage post. I mean, do you mean by how to generate more engagement in my post? If that is so, then you just need to create good quality content. The engagement will follow. Because you guys are with me for half an hour, and I know you pretty much come every day, is because you like what I do. If this content wasn't engaging enough or good enough, then you guys won't be here. So that is the thing. That's what I'm going to say, is if you're going to create something, you have got to give away your farm. Create that best possible content. Don't hold back. A great example are all these master chefs. You know, you go and say how to make a great steak or a burger. You go to YouTube, some celebrity chef or master chef is going to show you the whole recipe from A to Z. They're not going to cook half the burger or steak and say, well, to see the full recipe, go and buy my DVD or buy my book or sign up to my e-newsletter or whatever. They have shown you everything. And even though they have shown us the whole recipe, when we try and do that, it doesn't look and it doesn't taste as good as what they cook. And then we go to the restaurants and buy books and all that stuff, and they made millions on the back of giving away high quality good content. And this is what you want to do, is to give away great quality content, and you'll make money on the back end, just like Google does. You know, 98% of their products are all for free. They build up the brand. The whole world is sucked into their brand so much that we absolutely love Google. Nobody forces us to use Google products. You know, you got Gmail, you got Analytics, you got Data Studio, God knows how many products they've got. They're giving away their farm, but then it's one of the biggest companies in the world. Okay, I think I've covered pretty much everything for today, and we've covered quite a few things. So thank you very much for being here. if you haven't subscribed and you want to be notified of my other videos and when I go live, just subscribe and hit the notification button and you'll be notified as soon as I put something up. Okay, last question before we log off. Please explain how to reduce the CPC in TCPA bidding. Is it possible? Well, you are giving Google the full control of the bidding. You are telling Google, go out and get me a conversion at a certain amount of pound or dollars or whatever your currency is. And then Google is going to bid aggressively to those who it thinks are likely to convert, or bid less, or don't bid at all, or don't show those ads to those people who are not likely to convert. Once you've got enough data in your campaign, I would say minimum of 15, switch it over to TCPA and see how it works. It will work quite well. The algorithm, machine learning is improving day by day, and it is giving us some really good results. And the thing is the headache of bidding and optimizing, keeping track of what to bid, is taken care of. Google does everything, but you need to just make sure you feed the right data in the first place, so Google knows exactly what you are looking for. The other thing is give at least 5 times the budget. Now this number everybody will say differently. Some say 4x, some say 10x. 5 times is will let the campaigns run, and it will have enough budget to get you those conversions. And as per Adam's question, it may, and it probably will, spend on certain days more than what you budgeted for, but then you've got more leads. So it's a win-win situation. Cool. Thank you for everyone for being here and for your comments. I'll wrap it up now, and I shall see you tomorrow same time. If you have any questions, just ping it across to me and I'll put them on my list to cover in future videos. Thanks a lot for being here. Bye for now.